Hey everybody, I'm here with a review for Skyward #2 from Image Comics. I did a review for the first issue a while back on my channel. You can check it out if you want. I enjoyed this series. It's interesting. It doesn't really have like the most greatest writing or anything. The art's not like the most stellar either. But what I do like about but what I do like about the series is the creativity of the actual plot and the whole themes and concept of the series. That's what really interested me in the series. Not so much the actual like dialogue or art. Those two things kind of take a back seat to just the creativity, the interesting politics and social issues that come with the scenario of the story. Just a quick recap. This is basically a series about the world in the near future when we lose a bunch of our gravity and everybody's floating around, and it's 20 years after that and people have started to learn how to cope with it and have become like how to adjust to it now. The series focuses around a girl that was born on the day that gravity disappeared or whatever, and her dad was one of the scientists that was studying it and realized what was going on, but no one believed him. He was part of a group of scientists that all knew the secret of what was happening somewhere before that happened. We open the issue up with an interesting little monologue, which leads into this really cool image and just very powerful image of a bunch of people and vehicles and animals and everything else in between getting flown off into space right after G-Day started. And it's just a crazy image. And I do have to say the art does work very well for powerful like panels like this and just cool imagery, like especially with like objects and stuff. But I find that the art's not that great with people. I don't know and I say this about a lot of comics, but apparently a lot of comics just don't draw people, or a lot of artists just don't draw people the way I would like them to draw people, apparently, because I make this complaint about a lot of different artists. But anyway, besides that, after that we find out that her dad, Nathan, I believe it is, that he is basically, he's become a hermit. He doesn't want to ever leave his house. He never leaves his house. He's just so afraid of what's going to happen to his wife, what's going to happen to him or his daughter, and he's trying to find a way to bring the world back, the gravity back, but he hasn't been successful yet. He thinks he's onto something though. The story is pretty simple. Basically, our heroiness, she decides to go into down to the streets, which is what they call basically you find out that there's one of her dad's old colleagues from back in the day that also knew about the impending danger. Instead of trying to save the day or trying to prevent it like her dad did, he embraced it and by creating a technology and getting ready to sell it as the gravity was, the incident was happening. When his technology is basically these magnetic boots that keep you on the ground and make you feel like you're just a normal gravity person. So he has created like a whole subculture of people that want to live down here in the streets and want to live like humans used to live. It's mostly older people, and it's very interesting way. It's a very interesting social dynamic with the cultures, the people in the air and the people on the ground. And that's probably my favorite thing about the series is just the world building and the social, and just political like debates between like in themes that come up between the series about like how helpful the event actually was and how it's changed people's lives. That stuff is what's interesting. So all in all, I think this was a really decent follow up to this series. It's definitely a book to look for if you're into like different kind of alternate reality type things. If you like stories about like a world where certain things have changed and like I do, I love those kind of stories. Then to see the implementations of that between the whole world, then you should definitely check this book out. Thank you guys for watching, and like, comment, subscribe, and see you later.